Well, if you didn't know, April is the month of the military child. It's designated by the Department of Defense. So joining me now is Trace Chesser with USA Cares and Annice McEwan, and marketing manager for them as well. This is like a great thing that you all do in our community. USA Cares does so much. Tell us what you all do.
So USA Cares was actually, and Dawn usually tells the story for me, it was actually started through efforts through Wave TV and Kroger.
Okay.
And so 20 years ago, there was a lot of service members coming back through the area that had injuries. And so they were coming to Fort Knox to get assistance. And the community saw it, and they rallied behind it. And between Wave TV and Kroger, they were selling a lot of yard signs. That's how I got started.
And what do you all do? What is the mission in the community?
So the mission is to help our post 9/11 military members and veterans that are going through a really tough time. They have like emergency financial assistance needs. An example of that is maybe because of their disabilities or because they can't find work, they actually are going through an eviction. And so when you lose your family and you lose everyone around you because you're being evicted, now you have to send them off to live with someone else. That's really a tough time. And it actually that's a huge trigger to veteran suicide. And veteran suicide is a major issue.
Absolutely.
So that's been the big thing about USA Cares, is how can we actually stop those things before they happen to help the family stay together, which leads into the Military Child Month. And how can we help them to get on and be more productive in life?
And how are children of military members, how are they impacted?
Well, there's about 1.2 million in the country right now, and then, that's not even including the children of veterans. But they have a very unique lifestyle. They make their own sacrifice to our country. They follow their parents around to wherever they may be.
They may be without mom or dad for a while.
Exactly. That's a lot of emotional stress. And then, simply just the stress of having a parent that can't make it to the usual events or is deployed, and, is mom or dad or whoever going to make it home. So that unit, that family unit, that's so important to all of us, but particularly in the military, honoring them, recognizing them, and providing support to them because of all that they sacrifice for our country.
So you have an upcoming event that you're asking folks to help you out with. Tell us about it.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, we're doing, in recognition of the Month of the Military Child, we are doing a Facebook fundraiser. We encourage people to run Facebook fundraisers to raise money, just to expand your network. Tell them about what USA Cares does, and tell us how, tell them how our work helps these military families, keeps these children housed, safe with their families. But we also have our gala coming up in August, which is a huge primary fundraiser for our organization. And it's here in Louisville. It's at the Galt House, August 19th. And it's a really lovely evening where you get to meet a lot of great veterans, service members, and just supporters of that community. So we encourage everyone. Tickets are on sale. You can buy a table. You can bring your company sponsorship, all those types of things. It's really, really huge. And we're a passionate organization about putting, our donors' money into our veterans, to giving the most of that to our veterans, and putting it where they need it most.
And for the Facebook fundraiser and for the gala, the money raised from that, tell us a little bit more about how that goes back into the community and veterans and their families.
Well, I think we all know, it's the housing crisis with things like that. A lot of people are facing foreclosures and evictions and car repossessions. Their lights are getting shut off. When someone donates to our organization, that money goes to veterans who call us and say, hey, I'm going to be evicted. And we, through grants, these are not loans. These are grants that we give, and we work with the creditors or the home loan officers or whoever it may be, and we pay them directly. So we allow them, a little bit of time for that veteran or that military member to get maybe the treatment they need or to find a new job, and it kind of takes that stress off so they don't have to think about that for that moment, and they can focus on the important things.
When our brave men and women put their life on the line for us, to come home and then to worry about these things, it's just, they shouldn't be in that position. It's great that the work that you do kind of relieves that stress for them. So this is a great way for you all to help what USA Cares does for our community. Tell us what a lot of these folks, what they're facing, what the children are facing. How do they feel?
Well, we were looking at a study that recently came out last year about the challenges not only military children face. They have a higher rate of anxiety, a higher rate of depression, and mental health concerns. But children in general that face eviction are much higher rates. You're talking 50% and above for health challenges, for learning disabilities and learning setbacks. I mean, they're really facing some hard issues, and whatever little assistance we can give them, in the grand scheme of things, really helps their overall well-being. And the interesting fact that a lot of people don't know is a lot of these military children end up serving themselves. They're at a much higher percentage of service. So you're kind of taking care of our future service when you take care of them as well.
So how can folks adopt a military child in their family?
You want to take this one?
No, go ahead.
So we are actually we're receiving quite a few requests for eviction foreclosures, and typically that is about $3,000.
Okay.
So when you adopt a family in that sense, that's a $3,000 commitment, and which not everyone can do, but that's what we hope people see, is that when you're making that type of commitment, that type of donation to USA Cares, you are literally saving a family from very, very dire circumstances.
And that may be a big donation for an individual, although I know we have big hearts from people, but that's a great way for a business to give back in our community. People can come together and fundraise, right? Give us some ideas of what people can do. $3,000 may sound like a lot, but if you do it with folks, that may not be too hard.
Yeah, that Facebook fundraiser is a great instrument for it, right? If you have 500 followers, well, if everyone gives $1, that's 500 right there.
Yeah.
And so many people, because we don't focus on our name so much as what we do, we want to put people's donations and their support to our veterans.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't even know that we exist. We're a national organization. We serve veterans and their families all over this country. And so when people make that commitment and they can spread the word, that's only helping us. That's further service to our veterans.
Okay, so where can we go, Trace, for more information, and how can folks learn about the Facebook fundraiser and then your upcoming gala as well?
Yeah, it's usacares.org. If they go there, and on Facebook, and we're on every platform for social media. I think one of the big things to point out about USA Cares, we get about 100 applications a week. 100 a week, and they're coming from all over the country. So there's a huge need, and it's growing. And we understand that, so we're working really hard now to try to get ahead of it. And so if we can keep a family together, you're helping a veteran, you're helping the spouse, you're helping the children.
All right. Helping our future, too.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you for being here and the work that you all do.
Thank you.
Coming up next here on Wave Country, Paristown's annual Spring into Derby Art Fair is this weekend. We're going to share everything that you need to know coming up next.